Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And we are talking today about my girl, my number one girl, Gigi Ghorbani. Oh, Gigi. We are going to be talking about the top 5 Gigi moments in the L Word Generation Q. So let's get right into talking about our favorite girl. Make sure you're subscribed, have those notifications on, follow me on social media, Patreon merch, all that stuff. So, caveat. These are my favorite top 5 Gigi moments. I want to hear yours. Put them in the comments below, but these are not the be all end all. We all have our preferences. So, number 5, coming in at number 5, is the first episode of season 2, and that is Bette and Gigi in the bar where they kiss for the first time and they're on their blind date. And I mean, a lot goes into this. I actually was thinking about putting this further up the list, but I thought that like I'd be killed because I not only like are Gigi and Bette my favorite characters, and hello, like I have eyes, I'm not blind, like they are both, you know, I mean, we've all seen them. And I just, I loved everything about this, but also just has like a special thing because it was so long between season 1 and 2, and we were so young, we were so excited. It was the first episode, it was a premiere, like we didn't know what was coming. We hadn't seen the finale yet, so I've just, that also goes into it. And I remember like when the trailer came out and we saw the little flash of this scene, and it was just good times. Were we ever so young? So next up, number 4 is the Dani and Gigi sex scene, the first scene that they hook up.
You go with that? Fuck the quarter.
The famous fuck bed porter scene. So I obviously, again, I mean, I think the answer to most of these is going to be like, they're fucking gorgeous. So that also, but it was such a build up, and then like the Bette thing too. And oh yeah, it was just great. And the reason it's not further up the list is because it was so goddamn short. So that's the only reason it's a little bit further down. Number 3, we're flashing back to season 1 of Generation Q, and I mean, come on, it was like the best moment of season 1, and that is Gigi, Nat, and Alice and the thruple, which just was the gift that kept on giving. I'm gonna say something here that I'm like, maybe some people like won't like this or like won't agree, but it's just something about like 3 queer women and on screen, like I don't know, that it just, and I know that there are straight women who are in the show, like fantastic actresses and things, and totally 100% like believable, like sometimes a little bit too much as lesbians, but just this scene was so well done. And I really, probably like a special mention that didn't go into the top 5 was the scene with Gigi and Nat when like Alice walks in and afterwards, and that one was an amazing scene too. So I just think that, you know, the thruple was, the L word is back, baby, and I loved it. Number 2. Now, number 1 and 2 are probably going to be a little bit controversial, that I could switch them around. I mean, maybe we say it's a tied number 1, but I have reasons, okay? So number 2 is the first time that Dani and Gigi kissed in the rain in episode 7. Everyone was hooking up. And I'm a huge Gigi and Dani fan. I love them. I think that they did this so well. Like, there was the build up even before season 2 came out. There was a small band of us who were really pulling for Gigi and Dani, and honestly, I have been a huge Gigi fan since the second that I saw her on screen. Like, I've been in love with her, so I'm glad that she has not only become like a way bigger part of season 2, but she's also super popular with like the fans and stuff too. So I love the scene. I thought Seppi and Ari were just amazing, and everything about it, like, as Sandra said in our interview on Drinks at Dana's, if you haven't seen that, I'll link it in the cards above. We had an interview with Sandra Valde, who's the director of photography for Generation Q, and she was saying that before they like start shooting, Marja always says to her, "Make me feel something, Sandra," and I think mission accomplished with this scene. So, number 1, the best Gigi moment for me anyway was the Bette and Gigi "Do You Want This" hookup scene, because this scene is just amazing. It's not that I'm crazy, I just feel alive. And everything about it, I mean, again, to quote Sandra from the interview, she told us this took an entire day nearly to shoot. And I just think that they're both, Jennifer Beals and Seppi Mafia, are amazing in this scene. And I think it was really, you know, bringing Gigi way more into the fold. Like, she's become a way bigger character in season 2, and Bette and Gigi, they're both my favorite characters. I do love Dani, and Dani and Gigi are my favorite ship. They are, you know, if I had to pick a couple, like Bette and Gigi, Dani or Gigi, like, obviously I pick Dani and Gigi because they work way better together, but it's Bette and Gigi, come on. And everything about this scene, again, it's like going into it that it was the early days of season 2. We were just so glad that the show was back, and this scene literally blew the fucking lesbian internet up. Like, it was insane. You could not go on any form of social media without seeing it. And one of the clips channels that posts a lot of clips, it has like millions of views, millions. So y'all out there, really, are you okay? But this is perfect season 2. Well done. And I just loved it. Like, nothing is I would be scared if something ever topped it, because it was that good. And it was like a long scene too, so that was my favorite scene, hands down. So those were my top 5 Gigi moments. Let me know yours down in the comment section. I may do this for a few characters if people like it. If they don't, then just let me know too. And of course, I will be back tomorrow with day 3 of the advent calendar. They're not all going to be L Word videos like last year, because there's only so many L Word videos, because last year, like, my channel was a lot newer and I hadn't talked about as much stuff. But I am going to obviously do as many L Word videos as possible, because, I mean, that's what my channel is, isn't it? And speaking of, I have actually started a second channel, and I know I'm a tiny YouTuber. It seems kind of crazy to have a second channel, but I wanted to do some more like deep dive videos into stuff that really just does not go into my algorithm. Like, it's not about television, it's not about LGBTQ stuff. So I have started this channel, and it's just the same name but flipped. It's Silver Ash. I'll link it in the description box and the comment section as well. So if you guys are interested in some long form videos, then go over to Silver Ash and subscribe, because probably in the next week or 2 I'm going to be putting out my first video on there. It's a big one, so it's a lot of work, and I obviously will still be doing things over here, so definitely check that that out if you are interested. And as always, make sure that you're following me on social media. Make sure that you come to my lives. My live schedule is on my Instagram, and make sure that you are checking out my Patreon and my merch store. If you want to get someone something L Word themed for Christmas, it's the perfect place to look. So, as I said, I'll be back tomorrow with another day in our advent calendar. And as always, make sure to stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.